and welcome to this Wednesday Word of Wisdom. I'm really glad you're joining me today. Now, I do want to ask you to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on social media, as well as if you'd rather just listen to this, you can get it as a podcast on your favorite podcast provider. It's called Motivation Moments with Michelle. If you're a reader, this is also in blog format, and all of the links that you need are right here.
Get your daily dose of motivation on the Motivational Moments with Michelle podcast. In Motivation with Michelle podcast, you'll get encouraging, uplifting, and life-changing wisdom that will transform your world at your fingertips, 24-hour a day. Get a fuller, deeper revelation of the tools you can implement to see incredible transformation in your life from Michelle Newstedter's powerful teachings. Tune in whenever you need to be edified, uplifted, or a dose of motivation, no matter where you are. Subscribe to Motivational Moments with Michelle podcast with Michelle Newstetter today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Soundcloud.
All right, let's get to it. Today I want to talk to you about true happiness. You see, I find that so many people are searching. They are searching for their purpose. They are searching for joy, for satisfaction, for this elusive happiness. Almost like feeling like there's something missing, like there's something more. Because you know what? So many people are going through this mundane day-to-day routine of, get up, race off to work for the day, come home, maybe clean up, watch some TV, go to bed and do it all again the next day. It's really unfulfilling. Now, I learned that satisfaction in life comes, there's a number of different channels, but one in particular that really impacted me was doing good, serving other people. So when I learned this, what did I do? Well, I'm so glad you asked that. Because when I learned that doing good for others, that serving others would inevitably bring me this sense of satisfaction, of joy, well, I began to create this lifestyle where I would intentionally look for ways to help others, to support others, to serve others, to do good to others. Now, was I good at it all the time? No, of course not. And all those years ago, I had no idea how impactful giving and serving and doing good for others, how good that can feel, how impactful that can be in our lives. I know that I have had those moments. I have had times of just me first, selfishly guarding my time, my resources. And in that time, I struggled. I struggled with anxiety. I was striving to constantly create some level of happiness in my life for myself. And instead of actually creating that happiness, I was stressed. I was worn out. I was anxious, overwhelmed. Life was kind of blah, where those day in, day out, mundane mediocrity started all just kind of running together, leaving me feeling unhappy. There's a saying that it is more blessed to give than receive. It's definitely awesome for sure when people live out, say the golden rule, and they help us out too when needed. But the thing is that we get this sense of joy, we get this sense of satisfaction when we can do good for those around us. And that's amazing, right? Just how giving brings more joy than receiving. We live in a world, or at least a culture, where there is an obsession with receiving, with that me first mentality, having everything just handed to us. It's that entitlement thing, right? That's going on out there. We look at others, we look at their current level of success, and we want their now. We don't want their process to that now, but we want what they have now. We want it because we think that that's happiness. We think that that's where happiness comes from. That stuff, that success, that's happiness. And yet that's where we find some of the most unhappy people, most depressed, most anxious people. Because true happiness comes from a lifestyle of giving to others and serving others. It doesn't come necessarily, success is great. Of course it is. But that's not where happiness ends. It's not the be all end all of it. I was watching a video by Jay Shetty where he mentions that we build in satisfaction, confidence, worth by serving others. When you start to see the impact that you have on other people, that our internal sense of purpose grows. When you get your eyes off of yourself and you step into helping others, you create this deep sense of self-worth that leaves you at the end of the day feeling like, wow, today was a great day. Whether you serve by, giving out free food, or, you serve maybe at a local charity, or through bringing your best self to work even, or supporting a friend or a stranger, it's all about serve. Jay Shetty said that we are wired for generosity, but educated for greed. So we have to actually intentionally step outside of ourselves and on purpose serve other people so that we get out of that greed mindset and really start to live to serve, right? Time, energy, money, we can serve and we can give and we can do good for others without it requiring this huge monetary thing, without it having this huge dollar sign on it. By simply, serving and doing good for others, being the bigger person even. So my challenge for you today is to find someone that you can do good for, that you can give to, that you can serve. Somebody that no matter how big or how small. I remember this time when I was able to just simply help this elderly man get his wheelchair up a curb, and the impact that had on me. It didn't cost me anything, maybe a small amount of time, but I still remember it to this day, how stopping and helping this individual impacted me and impacted that person. And it was such a positive experience in my world. So whether it's money or time or encouragement or whatever, just give where you are with what you have available to you. Serve others. Experience true happiness. Experience the true happiness that comes from doing good for others. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Thanks for joining me again today. Bye for now.
there so much turmoil in your thinking that it feels like your mind is an actual battleground? You have trouble falling asleep because it just won't shut off? Or you wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep because of all the thoughts? Or maybe you notice that you worry all the time, constantly thinking about the worst case scenario, or all of the what ifs that could happen. And probably not getting the results that you would like in life, feeling like something needs to change. Well, that makes sense, because how we think determines whether we win or lose in life. In the program Wevolve by Michelle Newstetter will walk you through how to get back in control, or maybe get control for the first time, of our thoughts, our emotions, and the results we are getting in our lives. If you want tomorrow to be different than today, you are going to have to do something today to make tomorrow different. Otherwise, you don't have a new tomorrow, you simply have a longer today. Don't miss out. Go to Extremexcellence.ca and click Wevolve to get into this revolutionary program. Plus, for a limited time, if you complete this program and give your testimonial, Michelle will even refund you 50% of your enrollment fee. What do you have to lose? Space is limited. Secure your spot today.